This is presentation number 3, sections 5 and 6 by Jennifer Martin. Today we will take a look at a competitor analysis for Pratt & Whitney, identify 3 key issues that the company is facing. I will make recommendations for each of these key issues, as well as point out the biggest opportunity for the company with a solution and implementation plan. The aerospace industry is made up of 2 sections. Government, which consists mainly of defense contracts, as well as commercial airplane travel. As we look at the competitors, I will review the revenue associated with each, the KPIs that stand out, stock prices throughout the last few years, as well as the company image, not only with their products, but also what they've done in front of the PR and the spotlight in the public. The 3 main competitors in the aerospace industry for Pratt & Whitney are Honeywell. Honeywell has had consistent stock prices, they've seen an increase in profits, and they've also raised their margins throughout the last few years. Rolls-Royce, as you'll see on the following slide, has had variable stock levels and prices, very variable success, not only with revenue, but also with their innovation. General Electric has actually seen a decline in stock price and also has faced some tough criticism with quality control as well as PR issues. Below are stock prices for the last few years for all 4 companies. At the top you'll see Rolls-Royce, which has had a very variable and bumpy stock price. It has seen an upward increase in the last few years. You'll also see General Electric at the very bottom. This company has trended downward in the last few years due to hardships with their stock price. It's a direct reflection of their revenue and PR issues that the company has seen. In the middle of the road, you'll see Honeywell as well as Pratt & Whitney. They've seen an increase over the last few years. This is due to their revenue successes as well as innovation successes that the company has seen. They've also kept their costs and margins within line up to their budget. 3 key issues that Pratt & Whitney is facing are increased costs. These are costs associated with the production of parts for the aircrafts. Also costs associated with the research and development. This is a very expensive area for the business and costs a lot as a lot of these contracts are custom pieces of equipment. Also sourcing and procurement headwinds. Not having the ability to get the product in the time and also having a hard time of finding some of those specific products from each supplier. Talking about quality control and inventory management, there's opportunity for the company to develop more effective relationships with each of the suppliers. There's the ability to negotiate factory lead times and delivery windows, which can ensure that they always have product when they need it for the building of the aircrafts and engines. They also have the ability to improve quality control and processes at the factory level to ensure that when they give products to the customer, they don't run into quality control issues in the future. Also, creating contracts would be beneficial to ensure that they have the factory time and space needed for development so that they have product to make the equipment. For research and development, a big opportunity to decrease the cost would be to use open source researching. Microsoft has done this for many years and taken huge strides and is actually now rated the most valuable company in the world. The benefit of this would be that Pratt & Whitney would have the opportunity to learn from everybody. They'd be able to work with not only suppliers, but also other colleagues in the industry that might be able to solve problems at a quicker speed. To decrease product costs, an opportunity is to look into 3D printing. While evaluating the opportunity for 3D printing, the company will have the ability to look for ways that they can standardize parts that they are using for their manufacturing process. By doing this, they could decrease the number of parts needed in the different models and have the ability to utilize 3D printing, which would not only cut down on product costs, but also on shipping, tariffs, and taxes. The best approach and solution we feel like Pratt and Whitney can move forward with would be 3D printing, the 3D printing solution. The way that they should go about this is, number one, identify the opportunity for consistent parts utilized across the board that would not affect the performance of any equipment, but be able to standardize these parts. Second would be to understand the manufacturing abilities of the 3D printing machines and what we can continue to work on for future. Next would be test the quality control. That's a very important part in the aerospace industry and something that some of the companies have struggled with in the past and seen a decline in their stock prices and their value as a company. By ensuring that the 3D printing is producing quality products, this will ensure that you don't see any negative impact from this. The next step would be to begin supplementing orders with in-house production of parts. Make this a transition process. Do not cut out the factory immediately. The next thing would be identify future opportunities to alter design to utilize in-house manufacturing and continue this growth process.